This video is going viral because this young lady is returning her BMW X5M to the bank because she's tired of paying $2,000 a month and the principal is not being affected whatsoever.
And I'm being scammed. In 1993, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know. That was the stupidest thing I ever done. But that was the dumbest mistake ever. But I'm here to tell you, y'all can have that car back.
There's a viral video going around from this TikToker, Just Being Brianna. She was surprised after 1 year of making almost $2,000 payments on a 2021 BMW X5M that most of her payments didn't really affect the principal balance, and she only paid $5,000 towards the principal. This is why it is so important. This is why I post my customer videos for everybody to read the contract, to understand what they're getting themselves into, because these financial obligations are serious, and there can't be a situation where we will all be blind and ignorant to the fact to say that, oh, I'm being scammed. And I'm not blaming this young lady for posting her video. I'm sure she is shocked and surprised that all of her payments, which are very significant month to month, almost $2,000 on this 2021 BMW X5, didn't really put a dent in her principal. But this is where we take accountability, we take a step back, and we understand how do we improve and how do we better ourselves financially, mentally, physically, emotionally on the next part in our lives. So this is one of those moments, so let's take a look.
Let me confirm the reason you are returning the vehicle. I said I have had the car for a full year and it's only showing I paid $5K. I've been paying $19.94, which was wrong, $19.88, for every month for an entire year, and no way I only paid $5K.
She's basically breaking down the fact that after 1 year of paying her payment, she feels as if she was scammed because she logged onto her Ally account and she tried to check what her principal balance was and how much progress she made. She was very shocked to find out it was very minimal, and she still owes over $100,000 on this 2021 BMW X5, and she is literally telling the bank that she wants them to come pick him up. And in this situation, we have to hold ourselves accountable, and we have to understand what do we get ourselves into. And she does admit in the video that some of her decisions weren't the best, weren't the most calculated, weren't the most educated, but she is growing and she is going to do a better job next time. And this is an example for all of us to understand that we should never put ourselves in this predicament where we are blindsided or we feel as if like we don't understand what we're getting ourselves into because we do our own calculations, we do our own understanding in our head, and we sell ourselves into an illusion or a delusion that never is the reality. Most interest-bearing products are going to be front-end heavy, meaning the interest you pay will be towards the front of the loan. So all of your payments, or most of your payments, or most of the payment you're paying, especially when it comes to high-interest auto loans, I'm assuming in this case she has to have a 20% or more interest rate on this BMW X5M because it's a 2021 and it's almost at $100,000, that most of her payments that she's making on auto pay is not going to go towards principal, it's going to go towards interest. This also is true for credit cards, mortgages. Any product that has an interest rate on it will always be front end heavy, meaning that they're going to put the interest on the front end of the loan. And all you have to do to combat this, or not even combat it, to educate yourself to really understand your finances and budget correctly, is just go on Google, look up an auto loan calculator, look up a mortgage calculator, look up a credit card calculator, type in, and it'll do the math for you. You don't have to do any math. For instance, a $40,000 auto loan with a 60-month term at a 9% rate, which is the average rate right now, is an $830 monthly payment. And if you look at the amortization schedule, it'll tell you how much you're going to pay towards the principal. Interest in this case, $300+ is going to go towards the interest, and $530 of that is going to go towards the principal. In her case, 1 year, she has made $24,000 worth of payments. That means $18,000 went towards interest, and only $6,000 of those dollars went towards the principal because she has only made $5,822 of her principal, and she still owes over $100,000. So let this be a lesson. Let us understand our finances. Let's take the time to understand and reflect on whether or not this is going to be a good financial decision for us, a good decision in general, because these financial decisions will affect you mentally, physically, and emotionally as well. If she had not checked her auto pay account, she would have just been paying $2,000 2-3 years later, not really understood why is it not eating towards her principal. So she breaks down the fact that she's going to have this vehicle voluntarily repossessed because she is not okay with the fact that she's paying almost $2,000 a month for this BMW X5M, and it's not affecting her principal balance, and she still owes $100,000, so she is very, very upside down. I don't know how many miles are on it, so I can guess between $30,000 to $50,000 upside down on this vehicle, and it is unlikely that she can refinance because refinance companies still look at the loan to value, so she would have to put a significant amount of money down to refinance this vehicle into a lower monthly payment. So she feels as if the best thing for her to do is to tell the bank to come pick it up. It's going to affect her credit, and it may affect her chances of getting into another vehicle at a lower interest rate because now there's going to be a repo on her credit. So in order to protect ourselves from getting in the situation, please take your time, do your due diligence. Let's hold ourselves accountable, and let's take the time to reflect on any decision we make, whether it's going to affect us in the midterm, short term, or long term. Let's all plan for a positive future.